Hey guys, I'm back. Hi. Okay, and just in case you did not watch the last video, this is Gabrielle Phillips or Sister Gabrielle with Herbally Defined or Mother's Herbal Instincts, depending on what platform that you are viewing from. I am simultaneously recording from two different platforms. So if you see me look over here and I'm looking away from your camera, that just means that I'm looking at one platform. If you see me look over here and I am not looking at your camera, that means I'm looking at the other platform. So bless you guys. Thank you for coming to view again. And this video, if you've caught the title, is Assisting in Birth or assisting in another woman's childbearing or childbirth, labor and delivery, whatever you guys want to call it. This is some tips that I recommend. I suggest that you guys follow, and things that this is what I have done. And this is how I've been able to be successful with my births and with other mothers' births. So hopefully this is beneficial to you if you know of any mothers who are looking to becoming a midwife or who are blessed to be called upon in assisting in another mother's labor. Please feel free to share this video. And I'm going to say this. I know my videos aren't fancy. So if they want a fancy video, just tell them to look past all that, because I don't have the fancy, the glitz and the glamour and the I like them. I see some videos and they are fancy and I'm like, okay, maybe one day I'll get fancy like that. When somebody comes along who knows how to do all that stuff, who actually has time to do it. So if they're looking for a fancy video, tell them to look past it and know that the information is legit and something that can really benefit them. So please share the video to new moms, to moms of multiples, to those who are looking to become moms, so that they'll have this information handy. Okay, so assisting in birth, this is something that is very, very beautiful. It's actually an honor to be a part of someone's birth. And one of the main things, the first thing I'm going to start with is if you're ever, excuse me, if you're ever asked to be a part of someone's birth, being in the room when labor is going forth, you want to make sure that you have a teachable spirit. Okay. You want to have a teachable spirit and you're willing. I do not suggest you saying yes or being in the room with a mother or a family who is bringing life into the world if you are not willing or wanting to be there. Okay. Because a spirit of anxiety and apprehension will be there too. And you don't want that spirit, those type of spirits in the room. So you want to make sure you have a teachable and a willing spirit when you are being looked at for assisting in a birth. You do not want to be a part of a birth if you're unsure, if you're nervous, if that's not something that you are looking to be a part of. And if that is how you feel, make sure that you relay that message to the mother, relay that message to the father. Let them know that, hey, I may not be able to be a part of the birth. I'm truly honored to be considered as someone to be a part of the birth, but for me right now, I don't believe that my spirit is right. I don't believe that that is something that I can handle right now. But I'm also willing to help in this area. I can come after the baby is born. I can assist with cleaning. I can assist with cooking. I can assist with, your recovery and healing process. But right now, actually being in the room when labor is going forth, I don't think that spiritually I'm capable right now. So if that is how you feel, make sure that you are voicing this to the mother. Trust me, you will not hurt the mother's feelings. It'll actually be very good for you to let her know those things. That way, she doesn't have this sense of the spirit of anxiety or apprehension that is beckoning at her while she's in the room trying to focus on delivering a baby. All of these things are very important, because even when you leave things unsaid, because we are spiritual beings, because we also share this space, this realm with spiritual beings, not just physical beings, you're able to sense and you're able to feel what's being projected from someone who really doesn't want to be there. Okay. So if you're nervous, if you are unsure about being in the room, please let the mother know. It's not going to hurt her feelings. It's actually going to be a relief. Okay. So make sure you have a teachable and willing spirit when you are being considered for assisting in any woman's birth. Okay. You want to remember that it's not about you. Okay. So if you are blessed to be in a room with a mother who is going to be laboring, you want to have the mindset that, hey, this is not about me. And I am here to serve my sister. I'm here to serve my brother. It's about being a servant, taking the role of a servant and being the lowest in that room. Okay. You are just there as hands. Okay. You're there as hands to be put in whatever place and whatever position that the mother or the midwife who is assisting in the birth needs you. Someone who's assisting in the birth is 9 times out of 10 going to be the assistant of the midwife. Okay. You are not the person. If you are not the midwife, you are not the person who will actually be in direct communication with the mother. Okay. So any of you who is actually going to be alongside assisting the midwife who is in the position of speaking with the mother, you want to make sure that you already have in your mind that, hey, I'm not here to ask the mother any questions. Okay. I'm here to aid the midwife who is aiding the mother. Okay. Your hands are there for wherever the midwife needs your hands to go. Okay. So this is why I say you want to make sure you have a teachable and a willing spirit, because you may be directed to do something that you may not want to do, or it may disgust you, or like here's an example. Poop may come out in the water and the midwife is trying to focus on the mother and she needs you to get the scooper and scoop the poop out the water. Okay. If you have a willing and a teachable spirit, you're not going to mind getting that pooper scooper and scooping that poop up out of the water. Okay. Because you remember that your hands are going to assist in whatever manner that the midwife needs you. So this video is about the assistants who will actually be in the room assisting the midwife who will be actually in direct communication with the mother. An assistant to the birth is not someone who's going to come in here and direct anything. Okay. It's all about your role. If you are confident in the role that you are being requested to perform, then there is no need for any type of kickback to come from you. To the midwives who may be watching this video, who will have assistants or sisters who have been requested to be an assistant of a midwife, make sure that you and the midwife who will be actually speaking directly to the mother, make sure you guys have sat down and you have discussed what your role is. Because if you know exactly what your role is, then you will go into that birth without any apprehensions, without any presumptuous spirit, without any means or modes to try to take over or undermine or overstep the guideline that the midwife is already set out with both mother and father. So you want to make sure that you already understand that you're only assisting in whatever the midwife needs you to assist in. If someone asks you to do something other than the midwife, okay, yes, sir. No, sir. Okay, yes, sir. Or, yes, ma'am. Let me get with the midwife to see exactly how she wants to handle that. Okay. Because the thing you don't want to do is you don't want to overstep what's already been put in position to cause a spirit of confusion to go in the room. Remember, it's not about you and it's not about the midwife. It's about the mother. Okay. And so we don't want anything to cause chaos in the room. Okay. Even if it looks like, oh, I might need to do something. Oh, let me do this. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Because like I shared in the previous video on being a midwife, sometimes things don't go exactly as planned and you don't want to put your foot forward. Okay. The whole process is being moved on by the mother. Okay. And a lot of times we get in a room and it's just because we lack understanding. We don't really know exactly what we're supposed to do. And it's trial and error. We haven't had anybody to actually put information out like what I'm putting out now. A lot of the things that I've gone through and I've had to experience, I had to just go through this myself to learn how to be of assistance to the sisters who have requested me to be at their births. And so a lot of it can happen because of misunderstanding and not knowing what to do. And so I'm putting this information out so that my sisters who are going to be birthing here and later on are able to have a successful, uncomplicated birth, beautiful experience, because we've all have gained wisdom and understanding from the information from experiences that have been put out before. So hopefully that this is what this is going to be taked. Where's my English? Hopefully this is going to be used. I'm sorry. Hopefully this is going to be used to benefit you guys. Okay. So, sorry, I just had a note just come to me. So it kind of threw me off, but I want you guys to take this and use this. Okay. So, you want to make sure that you're teachable, that you're willing, that you're taking the road of a servant, okay? Because you don't want to cause a spirit of confusion, a spirit of chaos to come into that room, okay? Whatever the midwife needs, you be willing to do it. Don't give any lip service back. Don't give any, oh, well, did you mean this? Or, oh, what did you? No, if she meant it, then grab it. If she didn't mean it, when you do bring it to her, she may be say, oh, honey, I didn't mean that. Hold on, grab this for me. Okay. So listen, the role of an assistant is to be told what to do. Okay. If you're fine with being told what to do, then you're the perfect person to assist in a birth. You want to make sure you have the right spirit as well, because the room, the atmosphere in the room will change. Okay. It will change. It will go from mellow, smooth to intense. And when I mean by intense, I don't mean, chaos. I mean that it's going to go from being okay to, okay, we're getting a little bit serious. Now we're going to have to handle things this way. We're going to have to handle things quickly. Okay, now we can slow down. I mean, the tempo of the room is going to change. And so when the midwife may say one thing, she may say, okay, honey, this is good. Go ahead and grab the trash can. Let's get this prepared. Okay, this seems like we're going to put this right here too. Oh, based off of how the mother is moving, the tempo of the room, the spirit of the room is going to change based off of how the mother is doing. So you may go from nice, mellow, calm tempo to uppity, up tempo, because, okay, baby's about to come right now. Hey, I need you to grab this for me right now. Hurry up, move, grab this, So this is what I mean by sometimes the midwife's speech. It may change from calm, collective, neat, peaceful. It's still peaceful. It's just when things are getting serious, she can no longer go to calm, peaceful. It's still peaceful. It's just going to be more direct. Okay, no, I don't need that. No, I made a mistake with that. I need you to grab that for me. Okay, can you grab this? Hey, hurry, hurry, hurry. You're moving too slow, or whatever the midwife may say. I don't know. I don't know what she's going to say, but an assistant needs to be able to handle and take in what she's going to say and still be able to move efficiently and effectively. Okay, an assistant does not have time to get into her feelings. Okay, because we are very emotional, we're very nurturing beings, and that's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing. But you need to be able to harness those, own your emotion, and be able to still move and function properly when and where you're needed. Okay, so this is what I mean by remember your role. Okay, it may come out in a manner that you're not expecting. It doesn't mean that she's being mean to you or that she's belittling you. No, she would not belittle you. She would not be mean to you. In fact, she needs you to assist her so that she can be the best assistant that she can be for the mother. Okay, so remember, you are a servant. You know nothing. When I enter into a room, I know nothing. I know nothing. Just like when I am entering to a place of worship with my Creator, with the Most High, I know nothing except His Son crucified or His Son nailed to the tree. That's all I know. Okay, I'm a servant. I'm lowly. I'm entering in to understand. I'm entering in to know. Okay, so as an assistant, you want to have that mindset. I'm entering into this place to know what is needed of me. Okay, and that's how servants move and operate. So you want to take the role of a servant. Okay, become lowly. It doesn't matter how many births that I've had. It doesn't matter how many vaginal deliveries I've had, how many short labors, how many long labors. None of that matters when I enter into the room with the mother, because now I'm entering into a new birth with this mother. Okay, so I know nothing. Okay, and that is the mentality that you want to have. You know, when you start thinking about how many times I've delivered, how many births I've been a part of. I had a 2-hour labor. I had a 12-hour labor. I had a 48-hour labor, and I did this and I did that. That is how you lift yourself up, and you actually become ineffective for the mother. Okay, you become ineffective for the father. You definitely become ineffective for the baby because you're no longer focused and concerned on what they need at that moment. How many labors, how many births, how many videos you've watched does not matter. Okay, none of that matters. You know nothing when you enter into a room with a mother. Okay, not saying that you can't reflect on your previous births, but see, your birth is not her birth, so none of that matters. So that's the mindset, that's the mentality that you want to have, that none of that matters. What matters is what's happening right now in this moment for this mother, for her to have a successful labor, for her husband to have a successful and a beautiful experience delivering his first child. Okay, that's what you want to be fueled with when you enter into that room. Always, every single birth. Doesn't matter if this is this mom's third baby. Doesn't matter if this is this mom's first baby. That's the mindset that you want to have when you enter into that room delivering someone else's baby, even your own baby. I don't have the same expectations for the baby that I'm delivering that I had from the expectations that I had from my previous birth or my first birth or my third birth. Okay, I know nothing. Okay, so if I can stress to you, I'm stressing to you that as an assistant, you know nothing. Okay, that's what you want to have. I know nothing. This is how you're able to solely depend and rely on the assistance of the Most High, the assistance of the Father. Okay, this is how you're able to be directly connected spiritually to not only the mother, but to the father as well, because he'll begin to feed you on how you can assist this mother. I don't assist each mother in the same manner. I do not. There are different instances where I try different things with other mothers, not because I'm just trying to try something new, but because this is what is put in my spirit when I'm dealing with these mothers. So you want to know nothing so that you can be spiritually in tune with the Father, and you can be spiritually in tune with the mother. Okay. Servant, lowly servant. Okay. In the same instance, you want to become as Christ. Same thing with the midwife, having compassion, someone who is assisting in a birth. You have to have the compassion of the Father. If you do not have the compassion of the Father, you will not be able to spiritually get in tune with the mother. Okay. You have to have compassion. Paul talks about love all the time. Okay. For those of you who know, for those of you who are spiritually connected with Christ, this is what I am referencing to. For those of you who may not be spiritually connected with Christ or Jesus, you may not understand what I'm referencing to, but you want to make sure that your mind and your conscience is clear, that you're able to connect with the mother. Okay. What else? That's right. All right. Also, assisting. Hey, Kendra, how are you? Bless you. Congratulations on the birth of your baby. All right. Okay, I'm back. So the next thing is you want to make sure that you guys are spiritually prepared for labor. Okay. Any person who is assisting a birth, you want to make sure you are preparing yourself spiritually for that mom. Okay. Because you are a representation of strength to her. She may not tell you that. She may not know. She may not understand that right away. But you are a representation of strength to her. There is going to be a moment where she will hit her weakest point. I'm not saying if she will. I'm not saying maybe she might. I'm telling you she will. Every mother knows what I mean who's actually been through labor. There is that moment right before pushing where you enter into transitioning to get your canal prepared, that you're flooded with emotions. You're hitting the vulnerable point of where baby is about ready to come out. Okay. And in that moment, you will be a representation of strength to her, you and her husband. Okay. You have to make sure that you are spiritually prepared and spiritually ready to be able to be that strength. Okay. In that moment of weakness. Remember what the scripture talks about when you have strengthened yourself, when you have become strengthened, go and be a strength to your brother when they're weak. Okay. In this part of delivery, there is a part called the transitioning phase where the mother is at her weakest point, where she begins to be flooded with all types of thoughts, all types of emotion, and you need to represent that strength, okay, for her. Okay. And you need to be able to communicate that to her husband so he knows exactly, okay, sir, this is where you want to be strong. Okay. She's hitting her weakest point right now because she's getting ready to enter into the pushing stage. She's getting ready to enter into Baby's about to crown right now. So she's going to need you to be strengthened. Okay. She needs you right now in this moment. You can go ahead and now that's the midwife's job. To let the husband know, okay, she's entering into pushing right now and she needs you to be strengthened. Both of you guys are going to represent strength for her. Okay. And so you need to make sure that you are preparing your mind mentally and spiritually to be a strength. Build yourself up with those scriptures because you're going to have to be able to use them to be able to speak the word. There is life in the word. In that moment of weakness, will you be the tongue that speaks life or will you be the tongue that speaks death? Also, not saying anything is a form of death. Okay. So you want to be able to be equipped to speak life to that mother, speak that strength to her. Remind her of how the Father has created her body to do this already, and that He has equipped her and made her capable of bringing forth that child, bringing forth this child. Your womb is strengthened. Begin to command her womb. Begin to command her to rise up in strength, be strengthened. Begin to speak the joy of the Father upon her. Get yourself built up in those scriptures so that you can confess these things over her, that she's able to build herself up and that she's able to focus and harness whatever energy left that she has to prepare herself to bring forth the life. Okay. You represent strength. Okay. You represent strength for that midwife. You're assisting the midwife. When the midwife may get tired, you know what I mean? There are moments where we get tired. And so those that we have in the room who's not putting out as much exertion as we are, we need you to be a strength as well. We need you to make sure that you're monitoring and you're looking at us. Hey, I noticed sis hasn't drank any water. Let me get her some water. You know, for the midwife. Okay, let me get this water right here. Is there anything that you need? Is there any other way that I can assist you in once I'm finished with this? Okay, what do you need me to do? Or you sometimes being the assistant, you don't always have to speak words, and this will come with getting to know who you're working up under. Okay, Sister Jasmine works up under me. She helps me a lot. I use her as my assistant, and I'm looking to use other sisters as well. But Sister Jasmine and I, we work very well together, and she knows me. Okay, so she doesn't have to say, "Hey, Sister Gabby. Hey, Sister Gabby, hey, Sister Gabby, what about Sister Gabby?" She doesn't have to do that all the time. Some instances she may have to ask me, but she can look at me. She can see my gesture. Hey, sis looks like she needs some water. Let me just grab this. Let me sit that there. This comes with knowing the sister that you're assisting. Okay. So you may not, I'm not suggesting that you every 5 minutes tap your sister on the shoulder and see, well, what else do you need me? Because she also needs to still focus on mother. But if you know the sister that you're assisting with labor and delivery, you kind of already know what is needed for her. So if you're being attentive in that area, you're also being a strength like that as well. Make sure she's staying dehydrated. Make sure she's eating. Make sure she's got a lot of rest so that she's prepared to engage back into the labor just in case the labor has stalled. You want to make sure that the midwife that you're assisting has the things that she needs as well, and that you are being a strength into her. Okay, because you're supporting mother when you're helping and you're supporting the midwife as well. Okay, so make sure you understand that both midwife and assistant, you guys represent strength to the mother and strength to the father, especially to the new fathers. We have a lot of brothers who will be experiencing birth for the first time, experiencing being a father for the first time. And so the job of the midwife that they're seeing, they're actually learning as well how to be able to assist their wife or their wives in the event that they bring forth life again. Okay, there'll be more experience to where, okay, maybe this time we won't need as many people in the room because sis helped me with this and sis showed me how to do this. So now I'm more prepared on bringing forth my next seed. Okay, so remember, a midwife and the assistant of a midwife, your job also is being that representation of strength. Okay. The next thing is with assisting with the birth. I kind of hit on this already in the beginning of the video. You want to make sure that you have a desire. You want to make sure that you have a desire to assist in home birth. Okay. If you have the mindset that I really don't want to be a part of the home birth, I wish you would just have this baby in the hospital, assisting in a birth is not for you. Okay. It's not for you. And it's just because you don't understand completely right away, and that is totally fine. It's no knock. We're all coming from different walks of life, and we all have to sit down and get understanding, get time to actually filter what is being presented to us. I remember, and my husband, he'll share with you guys too, if we decide to do the video, which he said plenty of times before, but he remembers when I presented to him, I say, hey, honey, what you think about doing home birth? And this was long before we had come into the knowledge of Pastor Dow and the Straightway community. And so he looked at me like, what you mean? I'm like, what do you think about home birth? I don't want to have the baby at the hospital. He's like, girl. So, when you don't know, when it's something that's never been presented to you before, it seems strange. And so if you're asked to be in a room and it's like, I don't know if I want to be in the room. I mean, you got fluids. and babies coming out of you and stuff. I don't know if I'm ready for that. That's fine, because you just need time to learn and understand what the process is. And that is good. It's actually perfectly acceptable to let mommy know and let father know, hey, I am not comfortable and I don't want to be in that room, letting off no spirit of fear, not even fear that the labor won't go on, but fear that you won't be successful in upholding the duty that they're expecting of you. So it's okay. Voice how you feel about being in the room. Say, is it okay if I'm outside of the room? I could pray. I could pray 30 miles away. I can do that. Or I could bring the food. I went over this earlier in the video. Okay. So make sure you have a desire first. And if you don't have a desire and somebody asks you, it's perfectly okay to let them know, sis, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I need more time. And I don't want to hinder the successful birth experience for you. Okay. Just let them know that. Okay. And focus on task. Okay. When you are called to be an assistant in the labor, you want to make sure that your focus is on the task at hand. Okay. These are the best suggestions that I can give you guys. This is how you will be the best assistant in any labor. Okay. As you focus on the task at hand, you make yourself, that was one, you make yourself a servant, lowly. You know nothing. You are teachable. You have a teachable spirit, and you are willing to do whatever it is that is required of you, even if you are required to scoop the poop. Okay. Because some moms poop when they are pushing out baby. You have to be prepared for that. Hey, she may ask me to pick up the pooper scooper because she's not able to do it. Can I scoop the poop? Can I scoop poop? Yeah, I can. Okay, guess what? Then you're willing. If you can scoop somebody else's poop, you're willing. Hallelujah. Okay. Hey, can I catch vomit? Can you catch vomit? Because you may be the one holding the trash can if mommy has to vomit. And hey, I've caught a lot of vomit. Hey, I've caught amniotic fluid too. Can I be the one to catch amniotic fluid? Can you? Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. Then you're teachable and you're willing. Okay. If you're going to assist a birth, you have to be willing to do whatever it is that the midwife is requiring of you. Okay. Those are things that you want to make sure you have in mind, because delivering a baby is not this, smells like roses and the little sparklies are gonna come down and the little mist cloud, and I get to wear white, and my clothes are gonna be stain free, and ooh, it's gonna smell like frankincense and myrrh, and I get to take a nap. No, that's not what the labor room looks like, guys. I'm sorry, hate to break it to you if that's what you're expecting, but there's gonna be blood, and there's gonna be mucus, and there may be vomit, and there may be what else? There's gonna be lots of sweat and tears, and there's gonna be what else? Amniotic fluid, and there's gonna be all kind of fluid. So that is the glory. It's beautiful. Okay, it's very beautiful. Beautiful experience. And there's gonna be poop. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm getting another message. All right, I'm back. For those of you who got cut out, my phone likes sending me messages. So it's very beautiful. But if you can handle all of that, you can do it. You are cut out to be an assistant in somebody's birth. Okay. So what else did I say? Support. Remember, you're going to represent strength and support for that mother. Okay. It's not about you. Remember that. Y'all see my Band-Aid? So see, I'm not fancy, but there goes my Band-Aid right there. Okay, support. You're going to represent support for the mother, okay? Strength. If you are able to prepare yourself to be that strength for that mother when she's in her time of delivering the baby, then this is for you. You are going to be a wonderful assistant. Okay. Also, I think, did I say servant? Becoming lowly? Becoming a lowly servant. That is what you want to present yourself before this mother. Especially my sisters, my colored Hebrew in the flesh sisters. This is no knock to any other nationality. I love all of you, whether you be white, black, blue, green, yellow, red, purple, every color on the face of the earth. I love you all. But I'm saying this mainly to my colorful, my melanated sisters. And I want all of my sisters to join in with that as well, because the system is truly against us. And so we as a whole have to learn these things and be of an assistance to our sisters in time of labor and pregnancy, because the system is specifically against us with delivering these babies, and they have not educated us the way that they have educated all of the other nationalities. Okay, and Israel as a whole together, I want all of us sisters to hone in onto this information, that we can help each other, that we can stop the statistics of our sisters dying on these tables, dying at home because they're not getting the assistance that they need in pregnancy or in labor and delivery. And I'm just presenting this information to you based off of the statistics that are negatively against the so-called Black woman. Okay, all of my sisters, I need you guys to grab a hold of this information and not only be able to assist each other in Israel, but if anybody that you know outside of this would benefit from this, anybody that you know outside of this would be able to get this information to be able to have a successful birth, even if they don't do a home birth, but they are in this hospital and they have yet to come to the knowledge of the truth of who they are, of what they represent. This right here, us coming together, being able to be a support to one another and being able to support each other in health, making sure that prenatal care is important. This right here is something that you want to share with them as well. And I want all of my sisters in the faith to be able to gravitate to being a support. Make yourself an assistant. Okay, desire to be an assistant to your sister, because the world doesn't assist us at all. And okay, so I just wanted to make this video for you guys. I hope that this is a benefit, and I hope that this encourages you guys to not only desire to be midwives, but to desire to assist in the births of other mothers, and to desire to assist in helping also the mothers with preventative care, also assisting them in their recovery. That's where mainly a lot of the assistance is going to be needed, is in the recovery of the mother once the baby is born. You're going to have to be able to be hands-on with assisting to make sure she doesn't hemorrhage, make sure she's not moving too soon, make sure she's staying hydrated, make sure she's getting the right amount of foods, the right amount of supplements, minerals, and vitamins into her system. She's really going to need your assistance in staying on her. Delivering the baby is not the end, okay? Being fully healed is the end, okay? And so you're also going to insist in not only getting the baby here, but you're going to assist in making sure that she's taking care of herself, that she's still going to be here to be able to nurse and rear her baby. Because we have a lot of our women who are dying after having their babies because proper care wasn't taken after the delivery of the baby. Okay, so make sure that you're willing to not only assist after the baby's born. I mean, not only willing to assist during labor, but you're willing to assist after the labor is over. Okay, so bless you guys. I hope this video has helped you guys. I hope this encourages you to encourage one another. I hope this encouraged you to be more excited about being an assistant for home birth and becoming a midwife. Bless y'all, and hopefully I can do my last video. But I don't know. If I don't come back on, then y'all know that I'm getting ready to help my master, the love of my life, Pastor Corey, my Lord King. I know Jazz is over there laughing at me. Get ready for his live video. So bless y'all. Love y'all. Thank you, cuz. I see you watching. Thank you for letting me borrow your room. I love y'all. Hey, cousin. Bless you. Tamisha, I was just talking about y'all today. I miss y'all. When y'all gonna come visit me? I need y'all to come visit me. Or y'all need to make way so we come visit y'all. You know, it's like 50 million of us now. It's not just the 2 little babies you've seen. You know, I got a whole tribe now. So, but I love y'all, and hopefully I can get this next video. If not, hopefully I can do it tomorrow. So bless y'all. I pray that this has been beneficial for you guys, and I pray that it's beneficial for whoever else gets a chance to watch this video. Again, it's not fancy, but I hope the information was great. Love y'all. Shalom, peace and blessings.